Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm Linda, and I'm your host for Radio Works World. And today I'd like to just share a little bit about my story. I, in my 20s, lived in a beautiful place called Sonoma, California. It was a beautiful wine country, and I lived an absolutely carefree life. It was delicious, exciting, and as I continued in my life, about a decade later, I was actually a single mom, overweight, working a 9 to 5 job that just left me exhausted. And I was trying to build a business. I built a handbag business that I designed handbags for about 4 years. And that business actually left me $90,000 in debt when I closed it, which actually for the fashion industry is pretty good. And so over the course of the years, I just realized I was living this joyless life. And I traveled to Italy many times. And about 4 years ago, I was in Sorrento, a place that I had been to many times. It reminded me of my life in Italy. And I was with a group of women, and we were sitting in an outdoor cafe, just laughing, drinking wine, when this building caught my eye. And I've always loved stunning architecture, so I just strolled away from the group. Cliff was a magnificent, gorgeous building. And as I stood there, I realized it was empty. It was abandoned. And the paint had been chipped away and it had really lost its shine. And as I stood there, tears for no reason just started strolling down my face. And then I realized I was that building. I was empty. I had abandoned myself and I had lost my shine. And then all of a sudden, the noise and everything around me just caught my attention again. And in that moment, I started really watching Italian women and how they lived their life so fully. They just like ran down the cobblestone streets in their heel. They swam topless in the Mediterranean if they wanted to. They were loud, they were boisterous, yet they were very feminine. And they were always beautifully styled, and they always put family first, which is a value of mine. And so as I watched those women, I realized that I no longer had to live as I was, that I could actually find my way back to that 20-something girl, that girl who's in Sonoma, because it was not about me completely changing. It was about me actually allowing myself to be fully expressed. And so I came home, and I've been an executive HR director for many, many years, and I train leaders on how to achieve at super high levels. And I knew how to achieve at high levels. That wasn't my problem. My problem was I had forgotten about the deliciousness, the fun, the playfulness of life. And so when I came home, I started pairing together that deliciousness with the get it done attitude, the strategy with the femininity, and it just really started living my life in a new way and was able to transform it. My weight dropped off with ease. I started putting in the Italian lifestyle, eating whole foods and olive oil and all the things, walking all the time, really getting into that Italian lifestyle. And I then started to build my coaching business. You can find my coaching business at lindagpoteet.com. And that's LINDAGPOTEET.com. And I really, in my coaching business, I talk about that Italian lifestyle and pairing your deliciousness, for not forgetting about the femininity that goes along with our lives, because it's so, so important as women, for us to be able to show up in that divine space of who we really are. And so that is how I changed my life, by really studying Italian women and by putting together that high achievement, that high performance that is so good, the habits, learning to place habits in our everyday. learning to live with the desires that we truly want. We so often, and I know I did, I left my desires with that 20 something girl that was in Sonoma, and I just started existing and trying to get through the day. And that's not the way to live. We're here for a purpose. I believe we're all here to do fabulous, great things with our lives, that we all have gifts and talents that the world needs. And so that's what I really encourage and love to empower and inspire women to live that way. Marina, do you have anything that you'd like to add
Wow,
or question?
I'm so I'm so dreaming. You know, you made me visualize what happened in your life and how you left those years when you're a girl, but the girl never left you. And you had to look inside, unlike before when you're looking always outside to see what is the next goal, the high achievement uh, race. And then suddenly you realize that no matter how fast you run, no matter how far you go, it's always going to be the next goal, is going to be something telling you that you are not good enough while you are giving your heart and soul, and you end up feeling like an empty, beautiful building, abandoned. And to me, that image is so visual, and in many ways I relate to that image. And in many ways, Linda, I have the same vision as you do. I believe that each one of us was given a very special gift at birth, and that gift was given to me. A different gift was given to you, and it was given to me and it was given to you, not for me to hold on it, for me to pass it on. And it's sinful to hold on that gift without sharing with the world. It's really sinful to keep looking outside through the mirror instead of looking inside and becoming the mirror for other people, becoming the window for other people, and discovering that place of abundance you have inside. And it's so abundant, it's like Niagara Falls. And I know today is Canada's National Day, and I wish all our listeners from Canada an amazing weekend, and maybe to start celebrating their day each day, not wait till next year when it's going to be again their National Day. Celebrate each day. Because what is more beautiful than understanding that your desire to change must be celebrated and must be greater than your desire to stay the same. So of course we are changing, and of course we have to embrace the challenge, because unless you embrace the challenge, will be no progress. I'm so grateful, Linda, you are here with us, sharing with our listeners. And I just wanted to ask, at what point in your life you felt that unless you do something now, unless upon your vision right now, it will be no other time?
Um, Thank you. That's a great question. I actually struggled with that for many years. I kept saying, "There's got to be more. There's got to be more," and we all do that. We keep wondering, how come we compare ourselves to other women, and we think, how come they can have that, and how come I can't? When actually, it's right inside of you. And like you said, celebrating every day. That's something that I really believe in. That each day is a gift to us, and that we should celebrate our lives and our bodies and our relationships and how we live that life. And so, yes, that actually was a struggle for me, because we do that. We think, how come other people can have that, instead of saying, I can have that and I can start today. And unfortunately, we put our lives off for far too long. And instead of living each day as it was a gift and the most important day, you can change your life starting today. You can bring your gifts into the world starting today. And it's so easy This is the part that I didn't realize how easy it is to add in the, as I call it, the deliciousness into each day by just, adding in the little things, whether it's, eating dinner by candlelight or putting fresh flowers in your house or going for a stroll through the Saturday market, just the things that light you up, light your heart up, complimenting others. I always say flirt with just really be visible, be delicious in your life, and the world will give back to you. And you're right, it increases your abundance when you're giving your gifts. And so if anybody's listening, I would say don't keep putting it off. Don't keep thinking, why have those things, when actually you have it too. You have it right inside of you, and your life can be fantastic every single day. Sure, there's challenges, but you can always live a beautiful, beautiful, toast-worthy life.
Wow. You said delicious and deliciousness a couple of times, and I'm smiling at my end here because we put together a directory for authors and radio hosts, and instead of having a boring catalog, we decided to list each one of our favorite recipes, meals. And my question next is, of course, what makes you so delicious? What is your favorite food?
Well, actually, so it's kind of funny. I am writing a book right now. It's going to be published in the fall, and it's called Celebrate Your Deliciousness.
Oh, my God.
Because I love that too. And it starts about pairing different wines with different recipes. And it's funny because one of the wineries that I'm working with sent in a recipe. I've had several, some salmon with aioli sauce and all different ones. I personally really like fresh food. So my favorite go-to meal is caprese salad. And it's so simple, but it just fills your body up with the nutritions you need, the fresh tomatoes and the olive oil. So that's actually, because it's so simple, I just loved for that, especially during the summertime.
Okay, so but, perhaps you could send us the recipe, and we'll be delighted to have you on our pages. It is a book which is called Away from Home, Around the World in 80 Days. And the book is going to leave London on the 2nd of October this year, and is going to go around the world for 80 days. Same way Jules Verne's book went, yes. And is going to come back to London on the 21st of December, when we are going to have the Authors Award ceremony, and we are going to have the summit, the 3-day summit for the Radio Works world hosts and listeners. And I hope you'll join us, and I hope you will come back to our listeners, because you are truly delicious, and I can't wait to read your book.
Thank you. So I would love to come back.
Thank you so much from both of us. Until next time, because I feel in my heart is going to be a delicious next time. Remember, just be delicious. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.